Hello. Hi. Sorry guys. Just a quick live show. I just want us to chat. So have a quick chat today and have share some knowledge about something really important, I think. So please, when you join, like the video, share the video so we can get more people to join us. I'm just going to try and share the video now. Hi. Please say hi, say hello. Welcome. I'm just trying to share the video, guys. Okay. Where are we? Okay. I can see someone is online. Someone is watching. Say hello, guys. Say hi. Let me know who is watching. Hi, whoever is join me. Hi. Say hello, say hi. It's just going to be a quick video, guys. Just wanted to also catch up regarding this OSINACHI'S situation, as you've seen on the caption there. So please join and share and get more people to join us. Just trying to share. Please join and share and like. I'm just going to share that and we can carry on. Hello, hi. Just a moment, darling. I'm just gonna share this and I'll give a shout out. Okay. Perfect. And we can go now. Good. Okay. That's it. Hi guys. Hi. Welcome to Bella Fountain TV. If this is your first time here, you're very much welcome. Please remember to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so whenever I'm live or I upload a video, you will not miss a thing. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for your loyalty. Your girl is always very grateful. So today is going to be another just a quick live show because I know Hotbox is coming on live later on, so I just wanted to catch up. And I've been wanting to discuss like the lessons learned from OSINACHI'S dead. So it's just going to be a quick one. Hopefully we can get a few more people to join us and then we can crack on. Let's just say we get like 5 or 6 people and then we can carry on. Say hi, say hello, whoever is watching. Welcome to the Bella house. It's a beautiful day here. Nice and sunny and warm. I wonder what your end is like. Do let me know. Do let me know. So obviously we all know that we are still dealing with or coming to terms with the death of the gospel artist OSINACHI Nwachukwu. So we've talked about domestic violence so many times. We talked about the causes, we've talked about the effects, and then I realized we haven't talked about the lessons that we've actually learned from this lady's passing. It's a shame because something bad or something this drastic has to happen for people to realize that this domestic violence thing is real and it does not discriminate. It doesn't matter what your status in society is. Unfortunately, Osinachi is the scapegoat, and in that situation, what have we learned from her death? What lessons can we take from her exit so that we can share this idea and make sure that we can, maybe put positive preventative methods. So instead of trying to, tackle domestic violence or abuse when it's happening, what can we do to preserve that from happening? So that we can only do from actually going into her exit and picking out those lessons that we can actually learn from it, and put this word out there. Hopefully it will get to one person, even if it means just touching the life of a single person. You may just have saved a soul. So please share the video, invite more people, like the video as you come on, so we can actually, tap from each other's fountain of knowledge. Right. So as we all know, swampy area. Abella says, welcome. I hope you're doing okay. I just wanted to do a quick video. It's really been, bugging me to come and look at the lessons learned from OSINACHI'S death. So we're going to have one more person and then we can carry on. I'll just say 6 and then we can carry on. One more person. Please, as you come in, like the video, share, so we can get more people to join the conversation. Like you guys know, it's a conversation because I like to always pick people's mind. Okay, sis. Pick people's mind and see what they think. So it's more of a conversation with everyone in the Bella house than a monologue with me just yapping away. So good. So we have 6 persons, so we can crack on. Please like the video as you come in and share. It's just going to be a quick one. Like you guys know, maximum is an hour and a half, but I always target an hour for a video max. Right. So obviously, we are still dealing with the passing of OSINACHI. And her death has really, pretty, my sweetheart. Welcome, darling. Welcome. I hope you're doing great. So we are still coming to terms with her passing or her exit. A lot of, every day there's a new info that comes up. So I can't even keep up with the information. Sometimes it just feels overwhelming with how much information we get with regards, that's related to her death. Anite, welcome, darling. Welcome. I think you're in France, Annie, right? In how are you? Comment allez-vous? My French is still good, so yes. So, we are coming to terms with it, and the informations keep popping up every single day, and it's mind-blowing information. Mind-blowing. They will keep coming, and goodness knows for how long we will keep having these updates with regards to her passing. But what I want us to focus today are the lessons learned from her passing. Oh, good. So, what are some of these lessons that we can take away from OSINACHI'S death? Please feel free to drop, any your comments and what you think her death has actually, what the impact that her exit has actually had on has had in the community or the society at the world at large. So the first thing that I want us to discuss with regards to her exit will be the issue of bride price. I wanted to have this topic on its own, but I thought, no, why not just bring it in now and we can talk about it. So this issue of bride price, obviously we know it's been in existence for centuries. It's a cultural thing. It's something that identifies us as a people, especially us in the sub-Saharan countries, okay? And so, is this actually a blessing or a curse? Is that something that needs to be revisited to look at it? Because many a times, especially as things have evolved over the years, in the days of our great-great-grandparents, bride price would normally be like a bag of cola nuts, 2 shillings, just, something significant to say, we are coming to ask your daughter's hand in marriage. My thoughts. Welcome, darling. You got us right on time this time, so welcome. I hope you're doing okay. So the bride price thing, I'm asking the question, is it a blessing or is it a curse? Is it something that we need to revisit? Because what's happening, exactly, sis Anita. Stop thinking about what people will say. Yeah, that's a lesson, and that's a big lesson, honestly. So for this issue of bride price, should we revisit it? Should it be, should it be abolished, or should is it something that we should maintain? Because what tends to happen as time has evolved, some families have actually been using bride price as a means to enrich themselves. The little miss, she's enjoying her iPad, so just ignore her if you hear her screaming. She's having some fun. So, because it's almost like the bride price, the significance of it has been so capitalized that husbands, especially African husbands, some of them are using it as an opportunity to maltreat their wives. Okay, it's almost like they feel like they own the person, because they, when they go and they have to do all these huge demands from the bride's family. Some people, I remember a friend told me that they went to this traditional wedding, I don't know, somewhere in Cameroon. I don't know if it's a Western province or where, I don't know, somebody will probably identify. And they almost like the demand that the list for the bride price was outrageous. Like they had to go with almost like a Toyota pickup of eggs, a pig, a cow, and he just kept naming this, this ridiculous amount of items. And when you look at that, you're thinking, whoever is going to pay this bride price, we are humans, we've spent money to actually to be able to purchase these items. And so when you give these items, at the back of your mind, even you're that nice and kind man, at the back of your mind, you're thinking, good gracious, I own this person in your mind, because it's almost like you bought this person. The demand was so much. Okay. I remember when I was getting married, and so my in-laws, obviously, they were coming and obviously talking to me. I was like, what is your family like? What's the bride price process like? I was like, I'm going to talk to my dad. Of blessed memory. I spoke with my daddy. My daddy was like, you know what? I'm not selling my daughter. I'm not selling you. It's just a significance. Tell your husband to tell his family to bring whatever they want and just follow the necessary traditional procedure to go see your aunties and your uncles. He wasn't going to levy him with a huge request. It's just something significant, but some of us are using it as a way of enriching ourselves, amassing wealth. And so you're pushing the men to think that they own these women and they can treat them however they so please. Bride, like you say, is embedded in our culture, but some families have gotten to exaggerate the whole phenomenon. Exactly, Swampy. Exactly, sis. That's what I mean. It is. For me, I don't think they should abolish it. I just think we need to revisit it, and families need to understand that it's more of a significance and not trading your daughter to some cow or pig or 10 hand wrapper. That's not what we're talking about. Now it's modern traditional marriage. In my village, bride price payment is not the exactly, sis. We are from the same village. That's what I'm talking about. My dad was like, talk to your husband to see his parents and tell them we are not selling you. It's more of a significant thing. He just needs to follow the right process. As long as he goes and sees your aunties and your uncles, I'm fine with that. I'm not going to charge them for so and so amount of money or goodies. Let them bring whatever they can afford. So that's what it was like. Being single in Africa is a taboo. The first women to go through a lot. Yeah, marriage is not a do or die situation. It's not, Annie. It's not at all. So it's like the case of OSINACHI. We made to understand that as soon as her husband paid her bride price, he cut her off from her family. He instantly cut her off from her family. Okay, and whatever concerns the family had, he was just shutting them down to say, you have no business here. It's my wife. I own her. You have no say. Okay, so you're looking at those men who look at bride price as a purchase for a human being, a purchase of a human being. So because I purchase you, like you're like my object, and I can treat you however I so please. F Go sis, welcome, welcome, welcome. I hope you're doing okay. I'm just going to do a quick live show. I just thought let's have a quick chat together before Hotbox goes live. What's pretty saying? Sis, bride price is cultural thing, but just that some men are using the bride price to kill some of us women. Exactly, pretty, and that's why I'm saying, could it be the reason? If I'm welcome, my beautiful sis, hi darling, welcome, welcome. Could it be that it's because some of our family members or our parents are pricing it, giving ridiculous demands to our spouses? And so when they pay such amount, they feel like we are actually like they own us, they bought us. Okay, that's how it feels. Think about it. When you remove your money and buy something, you believe that that's yours. You bought it, you spent on it, so it's yours. You can treat it as however you want. Now, sure, one way for you, one masha, one laser. It's almost like that. Some men are like that. Some men are very unreasonable, and that's something I think our parents should revisit when it comes to bride price. Parents should think carefully when you're sending your daughter off to this person, when you're giving all those ridiculous demands to them to bring goats, cow, a lorry of egg, and the mothers are asking for 50-yard wrapper and all those things, and this man is spending money, his hard-earned money, or you don't tip and more, but you're asking and he's paying. He's going to get it somehow. You think he's human? He's going to feel like I deserve this good. I bought it myself, so I have to use it however I want. Okay, so bride price is an issue. People are thinking that because I paid the bride price on you, I own you, none of your family members can say anything, because that's what makes you my commodity, my property. As in the case of OSINACHI, with the husband who says to the family, she's now my wife. Immediately he dowried her, and you guys have no say whatsoever. That's so wrong. You're not buying a human being when you pay a bride price. It's just a cultural significance to say, I respect the family for raising this wonderful woman who I'm going to enjoy as a wife, who is going to be the flesh to my flesh and the bone of my bone. It's not buying the person, for goodness sake. But some of our men are now seeing it as a purchase for a human being. And when the bride price starts from 1.5 million, can you imagine? That's what Annie's saying. That's what I mean. 1.5 million for what? Because think about it this way. Okay, your husband, you and your husband are going to be together, and any responsible man, a kind-hearted man, a gentleman, will look after your family, will support your family till the day he dies. So when you're giving all these huge requests, for some people, they'll cut them off because they're thinking, okay, you want to bill me, I'll pay it, but that's it. It's the first and the last. But leave it open. Leave it open. My parents treated my husband like he was my brother. You don't want to, you don't want to already establish that relationship almost like you're not my daughter. It's like you don't want to establish a contractual relationship, like a contract, if you know what I'm trying to say. And that's what some people do, because they levy this huge bride price. It feels like it's a contract that the man is signing to say, I'm paying this amount to take her away. But no, it shouldn't be that, in my opinion. Annie, you are a wonder. Anita, you are a wonder person. And I spoke about this fighting when I talked about causes of domestic abuse, and also the nature, and I spoke about a culture that actually beats up their wife and then spoils them later on with goodies and stuff. And from your comments, I can tell you are a wonder girl. I may be wrong. Peace person. Hi sisters. 1 million are gold. Exactly. Peace person. Kosh Forest. Yeah, because it's just crazy. Because when this person marries your daughter, they end up spending years and years with them, and a good man will help your family. There'll be times that he will sponsor your sister, he will send your dad or your mom to the hospital, or somebody to, different things that he has to commit to. when it comes to supporting the wife's family. So when you you are going around levying them with this huge amount of bride price, you're just ruining the situation. And I suppose that's the mentality OSINACHI'S husband had when he dowried her, and he's like, oh, that's it, signed and sealed, dusted. Nobody can say anything because she's mine and mine only, and I'm going to do anything, treat her the way I want, kick her, slap her as I so please, and he's not going to do anything to me. And it's the same some women. Please, the bride price doesn't mean you've signed a dead warrant. No, 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 no. That thing can be reimbursed. And that's why you need to tell your family members, please stop going around taking 2 million, 5 million, 1.5 million, because when Adam bat, when I want to come me for marriage, I don't want to hear that we don't have the money to pay back the bride price because you took it and ate it. So be ready to pay back when the wife wants to come back, because by tradition, as we all know, when the wife, if for example, for any reason, the wife were to leave the husband and go back to her parents, you guys need to reimburse the bride price as per my culture. You have to give it back in monetary value, because sometimes the goods in the wrapper, they have used it. You can't go and give used wrapper back to the man. So they have to convert it to monetary value. So if you're taking, Papa, Mommy, if you're taking your 2.5 million, your 1.5 million, if Adam Bata, the Komomari has, be ready to reimburse it too. So it's the same. That's what it needs to be revisited, and parents need to think carefully about this thing. Parents really need to think it through when they're actually taxing their prospective son-in-laws with regard. Most beautiful, welcome, my beautiful sis. Welcome to the Bella house. That's what I would say, in my opinion. If he's unable to pay, he's not man enough. That's according to them, isn't it? That's what they think. That's why they'll treat their daughter like a commodity. Okay, a real man, money doesn't define a real man. Money doesn't define a real man. Sometimes it's better to have a man who has a vision and is ready to work hard than somebody who is already ready-made. You don't even know where the money is from, and you walk in there and they treat you like a piece of trash. That's what I would say. I love to build my wealth or my success together with my partner. Some people are fortunate to marry wealthy men and just walk in there and they're treated like queens. But trust me, in most cases, they don't accord you that respect when it comes to the financial side of it in the house, because they know you just walk into it. But if the both of you work hard together and build your empire, there's equal respect accorded to each other, and you guys are going to enjoy it. You enjoy every single bit of your penny. Tradition is a funny thing. Why should one reimburse a bride price if kids are involved? Just my thinking. I know it, but that's just how it is. They have to reimburse it. You have to, because you don't pay the bride price. You have to give back money. Traditionally, you have to. The wife is coming back. You need to pay back the money that the husband has spent. From what I know. Right, so that's bride price that we need to look at carefully when it comes to a lesson learned in the case of OSINACHI'S, that please do not overprice, do not price, use the bride price as a significant thing. I really hope that our parents, our elders, they will sit and rethink and maybe revisit this issue of bride price in our community. Another thing that we need to do, yeah, exactly, sis. 100% working together is the best thing ever. It's the best thing ever. You know, money is sweet when I work hard together. You see the money coming, you're grateful, you're thankful, you appreciate it. That's when you know you've got each other's back, because you've been there without anything. Exactly, most beautiful. You have to you have to return the money. You have to return the money, because you know, that's what I'm saying. It's almost like buying goods, right? Buying goods. So whenever the parents are taking that money, don't take a ridiculous amount of money, because when the time is right for you to pay back, be ready to pay back. And that's why you see some women are stuck in an abusive relationship, because they know their parents or their family members cannot afford to pay back the 1.5 million that was dowried on her. Please, we need to think carefully. before we are taking all those huge amount of bride price. Some part of them, mommy, they want just say me, then chop them before they die. Please, 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 that could be a tricky situation, because he may do the same as OSINACHI'S husband, cut you guys off and treat her as a piece of trash. And the end result may not be good. And then the second lesson that I've actually learned, please like the video as you come in, please, and share. I can see 17 persons, but just 13 likes. Please, let's like, and share. Thank you, most beautiful. In fact, most beautiful, I'm going to add you as my moderator. And my sis. Mommy CV Mensch in the building. My English mommy is in the building. Hi, Mommy CV. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome. Oh, Mia sis, Mia mama. Your sister go do what can one do? So another lesson that we need to learn from OSINACHI'S death is do your background checks. Do your background checks. Background checks should not be limited to women only. Background checks should be extended to the men as well. Okay? Yes, must be peace person. Oh, sis, you guys are cracking me up. You guys are cracking me up so bad. So please, look, your daughter has increased her iPad volume. Let me just turn it down, please, guys. Just a minute. Can we turn this down a bit, darling, please? Do you mind? Just a tiny bit down. Good job. Well done. Okay, you carry on playing. Right. So, like I was saying, background checks need to be done. Exactly. So background check needs to be done. I'm just reading Yvette Mokum's comment. She said, wow, Anita, really, I have a friend. She is from your village and the mom is from Com. She got married to a Batibo. That guy almost killed my friend, but I'm afraid of that on the bride price list. Exactly. Exactly, but that's what I'm saying. Some of us are stuck in an abusive relationship because we cannot go back. Just the thought of asking our parents to pay back 1.5 million. Your poor dad has probably drank the money. He's used it, you know. Mom and dad, mommy don't sow all ashwabi them for village for Kradai. She's used the monies. Your aunties have used all the rappers. So how can you even begin to go and request your family for that money? That's why it should just be a significant thing, not a money-making scheme, not trading your daughter for a certain amount of commodity or money. Right. So going back to the background checks, please, we have to make sure we do the background checks. It's the responsibility of the bride or the groom or the prospective bride or groom to do the background checks together with their family. Okay, you need to investigate. I remember in the days of my elder sisters, before they even introduced a man, my mom would check what the mother is doing. If it's this woman from the Cadi Women's Association, they go do all the necessary finding. You have to make sure they are from a good family. What the history of the man, the school, his group of friends, you know, even sometimes the ex-girlfriends, because those can tell you the best secret ever. We need to investigate. How can you get married to somebody that you don't even know has a family? In the case of OSINACHI, the man had a family before getting married to you, and you didn't know all these years. How? And even so, I'm thinking the person, the first wife, you know, the wife, the estranged family or estranged wife. How come she never showed her face? Well, how come she didn't pop up to say, hey, I'm here, hello, I'm married to this so and so person. I don't want to call this guy's name because honestly, I feel disgusted just mentioning his name. I'm just baffled by the whole fact that she at no one point popped up to say, I am the wife to so and so person. Because I'm sure if thorough checks were done, they would have realized that this man had a family. And then I begin to think that was he only, because he wanted to go back to his first family, was it the frustration that he couldn't get out that he was taking on the poor Osinachi? Or was he just beating to get rid of her so he can move his, estranged family back so they can be together? I ask so many questions. They play on my mind. They just keep playing. I just play so many questions in my head. You want to get married to somebody, you can go and get married to a pedophile without even knowing, and the pedophile comes and you have kids, and the pedophile turns around and sleeps with his own biological children. It's happened. We've heard of cases of incest in Cameroon and other parts of the world. That's why background checks are so important for us to do. You need to know the person you're laying next to. Osinachi was married to a monster, and from what has the recent information that came out from, I think the Sahara something, his name, the brother testified that his name is not even Wachuku. His name, he was never named on his official birth certificate. He's not called Wachuku. So who is this guy that you got married to? Mommy Sivi, in the case of this Osinachi one, the background check here is the fact that if it was done thoroughly, I'm sure they would have realized that this guy was married before, or that his name was not Wachuku, and those are red flags. For sure, Mommy Sivi, people come in, especially us women, we are nice in-laws. You go to your in-law, you wash clothes, you cook, you clean. You're just waiting to be called a wife, and then boom, you unleash your wolfy side. That's true, Mommy Sivi. Absolutely, you're right. But in the case of this Osinachi, the background checks I'm talking about here, especially, is for those red flags that are very visible. Very visible. He had the family. The kids are an exhibit, physical exhibit that they are his. There's a woman who exists. So he was living a double life. Mwachuku is not his name. So that's already a fraudster you're having to marry. He's a fraudster. Ayabisa in the building. The untouchable, unshakable, unmovable. The only one untraceable in 237. No other. There's no other like her. Welcome, sis. Welcome. I see you. So we have to do the necessary checks. That Mr. Peter is a wicked man, but I blame the woman for hiding what she was going through. Now marry for waiting. Exactly, Ayobi song. Exactly. Now marry for waiting. Now by force. Huh. Look where how the story has ended now. Look how the story has ended. You're marrying somebody, you stayed with this person, you have 4 children, bore them 4 kids, as I hear, I think. 4 kids. Yes, Yvette. He has a family. He has a family with children. And married Osinachi afterwards without her even knowing. But Osinachi's son had found out about this other family, other siblings that he had. But the boy was so scared to tell his mother because for the fact that if the dad finds out that he's gone and snitch this information to the mom, he was going to whoop both of them. Okay? So they were going to have snake beatings, everybody. So the domestic violence was extended to even the kids because this boy found out the dad had another family somewhere, but was so afraid to speak up for fear of the consequences that could come with speaking up. Some people are sick, Annie. Some people are really sick. Exactly, most beautiful. Check it. Check with the neighbors. Check with the neighbors. Because apparently this Nwachukwu guy was estranged to his family for almost 20 years. He cut off links. Who cuts off link? When somebody starts cutting off link, and that's a sign I need to tell you guys, and that's what he did with OSINACHI. That's a strategy, one strategy used by abusers. They isolate you. It's a good strategy that all of them will use. And they isolate you because they want to prevent people from knowing what's happening. So then you are just vulnerable. You're in this cocoon, a cocoon of abuse, and you cannot do. So they literally, they disarm you. That's the right word. You're disarmed. You cannot fight physically or emotionally. You know no one to talk to. You're forbidden from calling or going to visit your family, because there's a temptation that if you visit your family, a discussion can pop up and you can have a slip of tongue and say what you're going through. You know, abusers will brainwash you to think that you are nobody, and they will mess your life up. That's why you need to be psychologically strong. Self-confidence is so important to any human being. To any human being, self-confidence is so important. So no one can make you feel less than you know you are. No one can make you feel worthless in any situation. Because that's what abusers do. They say, without me, you could be nobody. If I leave you, you have 4 kids. Who can marry condemn kako? They say those words. It's a mind game to get you to that place of disarmament where you feel helpless and hopeless. But the only option you have is to just stick around. But no, we are saying you will not stick around. You must not stick around. Seek a solution. There are so many ways to get out of that relationship and be a better version of yourself. So many ways. Some area is saying her death was really avoidable. You see, this thing called church is something important to be looked into, because most women stay in abusive relationship because of the fear of what church. Yes, judgment. That's one lesson we should learn. Do not judge a divorcee. Who are we to judge? Don't judge. Judgment is of God, so we don't judge. Okay. So yes, sis, that's a lesson learned. Because of the fear of judgment, they can't come out to say, I've had enough, I'm out. Like Johnson, man, he's very radical when it comes to his Christian race. Oh, God. Let no man know how vulnerable you are. You shouldn't be vulnerable anyway, Annie. Okay? When it comes to, especially when it comes to your marriage, when it comes to an abuse in a marriage, okay? You have to be strong. You have to be strong. That's why you need to know yourself. You need to have that self-confidence. You don't have to allow a man feel like you cannot survive without them. And some women do that. Honey, this. Honey, can you do this? Honey, can you do that? Honey, what should we do? Honey, honey, honey. Some women can't even make a simple decision on their own. Okay? Some women can't. Everything is, what do you think? What do you think? What can we do? What can we do? Why can't you just bring an idea and discuss it with your husband so he also knows you're contributing in a relationship? Some people just make it be like the man is the way, the truth, and the light. Is the only stop, you know, the start and the stop point. That's how some of us do it. Which, sadly enough, is the reason why some of us find ourselves in situations where we can't get out of. Okay, so it's important to do these background checks. Make sure you know the man you're marrying. Make sure you know the woman you're getting married to. Don't go and get married to a pedophile or a rapist or a murderer without even knowing. You don't even know this person's family. Because I'm sure if OSINACHI'S family were actually doing the right investigations, they would have found out that this killer of a husband is one not to be messed with. He's very odd in the family. He had his wayward nature. Okay, he had his wayward nature, and that would have been questioned. And I don't think if OSINACHI'S parents knew that this is how wayward the guy was, they would have given their daughter to him to go and protect her, which he didn't do at all. None of the same to this year about Fingon Tralala. Who has said about the case of Fingon Tralala and the lady from Belgium who got married to Fingon Tralala, not knowing Fingon Tralala had a wife in Cameroon and she only got served papers. You just see person, bam, you're marrying the person without doing an investigation, and now you're crying over the internet everywhere, asking for your G-Wagon or whatever and the property that you gave him. You're very stupid. You just get married to somebody you don't even know the friends. You haven't even done your research to see his circle of friends and find out from them, you know, how the man is like. Because from the friends, my late principal of blessed memory, he used to say, show me your friend and I'll tell you who you are. Although sometimes that doesn't mean everybody is the same like their friends, but most likely the circle of friends you hang out with is a definition of you as a person. Yes, honey. Do you want to come down? Sorry, guys. Do you want to get down? Come on in. There you go. Come here. You sit down here. Right there. Okay. So yeah, so you know the Fingo Tralala lady, she's now asking for all the monies and everything she spent on Fingo to be reimbursed. You didn't do your findings, lady. You don't meet somebody few months later, you're doing the nuptials without doing your thorough investigation. And this is what happened with OSINACHI. Please, 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 let's make sure we're doing our research, doing the necessary background checks so we don't fall the same victims. Please, let's not do that. We can't keep losing, you know, talented and influential people in society. We can't. Every one of us is important to our family and friends, so we don't want to lose anybody in same circumstances. The luxury is keeping her here, there, and the luxury is keeping her there, and what people will say and think. She has nothing on her own. Everything belongs to the husband. Yeah, that's why we women need to make, you know, earn our keep. Earn your keep. Earn your keep and be independent. My friend said the last time that someone saw her and said, why are you having 3 kids when your husband is a medical doctor? And she just quietly responded and said, I'm having the number that I feel I can cope with or without my husband. I think that was the best response or reply you can give to somebody. Why are you relying on your husband's pocket? Why are you relying on your husband's pocket? What if he's not there? What if he's not there? What are you going to do? Yes, honey. What will you do without him? Okay, so be independent, so much so that you can also contribute. You know, circumstances can change. Your husband can lose his job, or due to health reasons he can't provide for the family, but you step in there, step in his shoes and survey and survive your family. That's what we want. I don't broke up with my paddy man. Now by force for follow. F go. F go, sis. Oh, F go. Break up, sis. If that you could bring you wahala for brain, break up. Break it up. Honestly, because there's no point staying in a relationship where you're unhappy. There's no point. You're reducing your lifespan. Break it up. Break it up. Break it up. I cannot come and kill myself. Don't kill yourself, sis. Exactly. And I don't want you to kill yourself, sis. I don't want you to kill yourself. We want you to live. We don't want you to be in a relationship where you're not happy. Because I know, I may not know you physically, but I have the vibe. You're a very pushful and independent woman. So good for you, sis. Good for you. No man needs to mess up with your brain. Now, they're not going to bring you peace, bring you stress. Kick them off the curb. OSINACHI was always crying in her music. Oh, Ayobi song, sis. Don't make me cry, because that's what I kept saying. She was crying in her music. And we're thinking that it's the Holy Spirit. She was crying out. Ayobi song, thank you for this comment. She was crying out, but we were enjoying the music, thinking she was moved by the Spirit. But no, that was a cry for help, and nobody saw it. Nobody knew it. No one could speak up. Even the kids could not, because they were so frightened. They were so frightened. They were so frightened. Okay, so do your background search, people. Please, it's very, 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 very important. Do your background search. Another lesson learned from this is once a bitter, always a bitter. I don't care what somebody tells me now. I don't care what anybody is going to say. Once a bitter, always a bitter. If somebody touches you once, they will touch you again and again and again. Auntie Titi, welcome my lovely Auntie Titi in the building. You can't come up, darling. You can't come up, honey. Mom is almost done, okay? Once a bitter, always a bitter, because they will do it again and again and again. They will do it. So when they do it once, please run for your dear life, brothers and sisters. Woman, they beat man picking will know. I'm not talking only about women. I'm not talking only about women. If a man should raise his hand and put it on you once, move away. That's a red flag. The worst is when you're only dating your boyfriend, girlfriend. If you should see that red flag, run. Even if you're in that marriage, run. Because if he loves you that much, he will be able to control his emotion and his temperament. He will not go to the extent of laying hands on you. Run. I'm sure so many women will testify. They are still there. He apologized the first time. He did it again the second time, saying it's the devil that possessed him. And he's going to do it again and again. Don't settle for that cheap baloney. Don't settle for that cheap lie, because they will do it over again and again and again. Once a bitter, always a bitter, man or woman. They'll say, oh, babe, I'm so sorry. I don't know what got over me. I'm so sorry. Did I say Kelima Kochi? Kelima Kochi! Welcome, sisters. Welcome, welcome, welcome. My mommy be don't touch my papa well unto marry fit. Ah! Where? Papa God, Kelima Kochi. Where? Oh, yeah, mommy. Yeah, poor dad. You see what I mean? There's a research that's showing that almost 40% of men are going through abuse. And when I mean abuse, real abuse. Kela don't show una for internet how abuse happen. How women treat their men, how women abuse their men. Kela, the queen of all violence, of marital domestic abuse, has shown you guys that women can be worse than men when it comes to abuse in a relationship. She's shown you guys. Okay? And this is Kelly Makochi saying the mom used to trash the dad. So when we're talking about abuse, it's not just about women going through abuse or women as victims. It's men as well. It cuts across gender. Men, women, heterosexual, binary, straight, you name it. Non-gender identification, whatever it is. Okay? So when they do it once, they will do it again. Okay, so there's this lady. I want to read you guys this. I don't know if you've seen it already. There's this girl called Ada Odugu. She on Instagram. She's a Nigerian. In the wake of OSINACHI'S death, okay, this girl canceled her wedding to her husband. Just the wedding that paid the bride price, phase 1, phase 2. As we know, we talk about these bride price issues. They're having phase 1 and phase 2. That's what we're talking about. Should we have phase 1, phase 2, phase 3? So this girl had to cancel her wedding because OSINACHI died. OSINACHI'S death influenced her, encouraged her to nurse the courage to cancel her wedding to her future husband. And I'm going to read you guys what this girl posted on her Instagram page with regards to her wedding. Okay? Women should learn to empower themselves, because I know na neck for money. Thank you, peace person. They make una they stay with una abuser. Then I'm telling you, my friend posted on Facebook that women that all this sitting at home women and housewife situation is laziness. People almost ripped her head off. But she was saying the bitter truth. We need to learn to be independent. With or without a man, we can survive, we can cope. We need to learn to be self-sufficient. With or without our men. No. So let me read what this girl wrote on her Instagram page, canceling or announcing the cancellation of her wedding to her husband. Just a moment, guys. I'll just take this up. So this was her wedding invitation. I don't know if you guys can see it. This was her wedding invitation that she canceled. It's been called off. That was her wedding invitation for her white wedding, eh? So that was called off. That's her Instagram page. And can you guys see it? Can you guys see the wedding invitation that was called off? Yeah. So on it, under the post of the cancelled or called off wedding invitation, she's written, "I never wanted this here, but I have to. I am a type of person who likes to keep my relationship from social media, but this is for clarification purposes. This was my secondary school classmate who I thought I knew to an extent. On December 28, 2020, he did the first and second stage in my family marriage list, which bride price happened to be on the second stage, which he paid. After he paid my bride price, he started maltreating me." That's what I said. The first thing we've learned from this is the issue of bride price. We need to revisit this bride price issue. It's not to be capitalized. It's not a way of enriching ourselves, because now men are thinking, I paid the bride price, I bought you, you're my property. I can do whatever I so pleased with you. And this is what the lady is saying. He started maltreating her as soon as he's paid the bride price to the T. 2021 was hell for me, that at some point I left home. After everything was settled around November 2021, which he promised he would never beat me again. He said he would never do it again. Remember, I've said once a wife beater, always a wife beater. Once a husband beater, askili makochi mamide, always a wife beater, a husband beater. But still nothing changed. This is my reason why I am calling off the traditional marriage, igba, whatever it is, or the meaning, and the white wedding ceremony between me and David Okeke off. So the man is called David Okeke. Oh, is it Family Violence Month? Peace person says. Oh, that would be good if they had like a family violence awareness day every time, once a year, to sensitize people. That would be amazing. I've never heard of it, peace person. This Saturday should have been my traditional and white wedding ceremony day. I supposed to, I think she wanted to write, I'm supposed to be happy, but I am not. Yes, November is a family violence month. Wow, I didn't know that, peace person. Thank you so much. See, we learn every day from each other. You see, I say we tap from each other's fountain of knowledge. I picked the name, my channel name wasn't a random pick. I thought through it, fountain knowledge. That's it. So I'm learning now that November is a violence day. So good to know. Thanks, peace person. Oh, my bafut says, too much brain, 7 kata. Hey! Too much brain. And the lady says, continues, she said, for a couple of months now, I have been going through a lot. I have been in a toxic relationship for over a year now. I am aware that this may be a shock to many people. See, they're disguising it. They always do, but look out for the sign. Especially people from my hometown. My supposed husband hit and abused me in any slightest provocation. Just small misunderstanding without minding what condition I am into. Because I have chosen me and I will not live my entire life facing domestic violence. My supposed husband is full of rage, beating me with his belt, stick, broom is his daily routine. Oh my God. Many a times he had lifted his hammer. A hammer he lifted on me. And this Monday last week, just because of little misunderstanding, he beat me mercilessly, and on the process, she's supposed to say, in the process of it, He rushed into his mother's kitchen. So they were even in the mother's compound. So where is the mom? Where is the mother-in-law when all this is happening? He rushed into his mother's kitchen. Hi. For a cutlass. A machete, right? When I noticed he's going for a weapon, I locked the door behind him, which he forcefully opened. Both his mother and sisters and some neighbors were begging him not to cut me with the cutlass. With all these things and more, I am fed up. So how come the mom has been allowing this girl to be going through this without talking to the girl's parents, the mother-in-law? Because she knew it. She must have been seeing this violence happening over time. And now she's saying, I'm calling off the wedding and traditional marriage between me and David that's supposed to hold this Saturday, 16th of April, 2022. Please, to my family and friends, I am so sorry for any inconvenience this may have caused you. Darling, save your life and run for good. And that's the beautiful lady. That's the beautiful lady. That's her. Okay? So kudos to her. Kudos to her for realizing, for using OSINACHI'S case as a reawakening, a root awakening. A root awakening. And I hope that this will actually get to so many women who are going through the similar situation to wake up and smell the coffee. Wake up and smell the coffee. Run for your dear life. Leave to tell the story. Don't stay in there and live in the body bag. I keep saying, run for your dear life. Run for your dear life. Don't stay in there for whatever reason. I'm so proud of this girl for taking the bold step because it's not easy. It's not easy, but she's done it. She has done it. She's nursed the courage following OSINACHI'S demise to say, you know what? He's never going to change. He's going now for a machete. He's gone for a hammer. The next minute, he go carry axe. Axe to broke fire. When I go carry. Please, once a beater, always a beater. Man or woman. You know? If they do it once, they'll do it again. If they do it once, run. It's okay, honey. Don't. When they do it, you need to run. You need to run because they're going to do it. They will tell you, I'm so sorry. It will never happen again. It will never happen again. It will happen. It will happen, please. And then, another lesson that I have learned, or we should learn from OSINACHI'S exit is, let's stop that saying, between man and woman, don't put your mouth for day. Please. When it comes to life or death situation, put your mouth. Sorry, the baby's trying to pull the tripod. Put your mouth there. I'm calling on all my brothers and sisters. When it comes to a life or death situation, put your mouth and eat like you never done before. I'm begging to save a life. Get involved. Because look at the number of people coming out now to speak up. People who were aware of OSINACHI'S case, but did nothing. Because they wanted to keep her promise or promise her they wouldn't utter a word. But look where this has led OSINACHI to. Between man and woman, no put your mouth for the. No, get involved, poke your nose. Even if you have to tend to Pinocchio, do it. When it's a life or death situation, do it. If you love somebody, you will do everything humanly possible to save their life. Even if you mean tying them up and dragging them out of the house. We need to get involved. You have to look out for those signs. If you have a relative, a family member who was always outgoing, visiting friends and family, and suddenly stops visiting friends and family and doesn't take calls or doesn't call as they used to, start questioning it. Check in on them. Check in on them and make sure they are okay. Don't take the slightest signs for granted. If you see something, I say it. See it, say it so it can be sorted. Please, don't take it for granted whatsoever. Don't take it for granted. If you see it, say it so it can be sorted. So many people are suffering because they come honey, come here. So many people are suffering because they have that it's almost that notion of it's not my business. No, it's yours. If you really care, if you truly love somebody and you see them going through abuse, or they confide in you, if they should confide in you that they're going through abuse, please seek the necessary support or help that this person needs. Please help them. Don't say between man and woman, no put your mouth for day. Because if I'm in that situation, I would hope that a sister or brother will come to my aid. Like I said, many a times the perpetrator will disarm the victim that they will be so vulnerable and they can't think critically. All they see the perpetrator as their rescuer. As almost they can't do without them, or they're so much threatened that they feel they are going to go through more pain if they should walk away from that relationship. So we have to help. Yeah, this person. That's what I mean. Yes, if I know fit stand a man where the abuse. Yeah, exactly. This woman, he owned a church, make her die because so-called church condemned divorce, but the pastor come to pretend. Yeah, but you know, see how many people were aware of the situation, sis? How many people were aware of the situation? I will speak up in church. I will walk up to the pulpit and I will speak up. I'm one of those, and my friends know me. I'm very calm and collected, but trust me, certain circumstances or situations, it's almost like it's a ticking time bomb in my head. If you don't select fine for my head, I will stand. I will stand. I'm one of those persons that always fight for the underdog. For the underdog is somebody who I feel is vulnerable. I always feel like I need to defend them, even if they don't know me. So I don't know if I can sit with such a secret in me, knowing that somebody is going through abuse, and they tell me not to say that, oh, it will change, and I'll sit quiet. No, I don't think I can. I don't think I can. So all these friends coming out, the twin sister coming out, you all contributed because you didn't speak up. Her younger sister, the youngest sibling, tells us of how when on their way to OSINACHI'S dad's funeral, OSINACHI'S husband was driving like on speed, and when OSINACHI just said, please drive carefully, the next thing the man did was land a serious slap on OSINACHI. This is OSINACHI'S youngest siblings confessing this. But you never heard a single word outside about OSINACHI going through abuse. Why not? Why not? I would rather tell me they hate me. Thank you, sis. Thanks. Thanks, this person. I would rather tell me they hate me. I don't care. I will poke my nose in it. I will make it my business. You know, someday you will live back to thank me. You will live back to thank. You look at things and say, wow, Bella saved me. And you will apologize to that person for saving your life. You would. But for me to keep a secret that somebody is going through abuse, no, I can't. Definitely not. I cannot do it. I can't promise. So if you're my friend, you're going through abuse, not tell you me, oh. Don't tell me. Or don't even allow me see it, because I will speak. I will say it. Yes, this person. Some people don't listen. That's because, oh my God, my bro is in the house. Hi, John. Welcome, bro. My brother with a heart of gold. So much brain, intellect, and integrity. Welcome, dear. Welcome, welcome in the building. You're so much welcome. It's good to have you. We are all guilty of domestic abuse. We are all enabling it in one way or the other. And it's time we speak. Oh my God, bro. Thank you. Thank you so much for adding your voice to this whole situation. That's what I mean. If you say it, if you see it, you need to say it so it can be sorted. If you see it and you don't say it, you're culpable like the person who's done it. Okay? So you're just as guilty as the perpetrator of the crime. So all these people coming left and right and saying, oh, we knew it, but she said he would change, we should not say it. No. I don't, trust me, I get really upset when I hear those people actually making such statements. I get really, really frustrated. Really, really frustrated. Because they've contributed in one way or the other, like my brother John has said, to the exit of this lady. I'm sorry, guys. It's the baby kicking the camera, the tripod. It's not easy to make a video with a baby at home, but we have to do it, okay? Especially when I feel inspired to do a topic, I just get that I have to do it because as the spirit leads me, okay? And when I'm very inspired to do that topic, I think I have to do it. Because if I don't do it, the same energy in which I wanted to present it, I would lose that, you know? So that's why I had to do it. So we are all in one way guilty for encouraging or tolerating domestic abuse if we don't say it. If you say it and say nothing at all, you are participating or you are a participant in that crime. Okay, so it's very important that we remember that. Mental abuse is it's worse. It's worse, Swampy says. It's the worst case, mental abuse, because that's what I mean. It disarms you. It makes you feel worthless. You feel like you're nobody. You're not a human being. You have no. You're basically you're not living. You're existing. That's how the abuser makes you feel, like you're existing and not living. When it comes to emotional abuse. And that's why most people can't get out. It's now up to us. The onus is us. It's ours to make sure we are helping those people who can't or who feel vulnerable and are powerless to walk away from such relationships. The onus is on us. Now let's move to the last lesson that I can pick out from this lady's day. There's so many, but I'm just going to, because I want to keep it 1 hour. The last is don't stay in or for the fact that you have kids. Do not stay in an abusive relationship for the sake of the kids. Women, men, stop saying that. Stop saying I'm staying in because of the kids. Stop it. Health and Zumba, welcome, sis. Don't stay in for the kids. If anything, you're destroying the lives of the kids. And that's what's happened in the case of OSINACHI. Because look at what's happened now to the kids. They've lost both parents. They have lost both parents. Dad is in jail. Mommy will never come back. Okay? Walk away. So at least those kids can have 2 parents. Even if that monster of a husband is released, they would not have, his relationship with the children will be estranged. I don't think they'll have any relationship, to be honest with you. I don't think they would. So if you're staying and saying you're staying for the kids, you're ruining those kids psychologically for life. Because those kids will grow to think that it's okay to stay in similar situations, and they're likely to establish their own future relationship based on what mommy and dad have actually shown them. Somebody just said, what is I have been there here from start year. Oh, okay, sis, yeah. Thanks. Yeah, very wicked man. Devil incarnate he is, to be honest with you. Devil incarnate. So please, I will advise my brothers and my sisters, don't stay in because You want to, it's almost like the kids need you. They don't need you. They need you to be sane. They need you to be whole. They need you to be there physically and emotionally. And in any toxic relationship, parents are always absent emotionally. They're there physically, but emotionally they are absent. So the kids are, feeling like no one can hear them. They're not heard. And those are the kids that grow up to have low self-esteem. We've seen them so many times. We've seen them, okay? And we don't want that for our kids. So it's better for you to move away and allow those kids to grow in a balanced and safe and peaceful environment. Keep the sanity of the kids. And also, you don't want, in worst case scenario like OSINACHI, where she's passed away, the husband is in jail. Those kids are now without both parents. Oh my God. I don't know how much I can stress this. I don't know how much I can stress this thing of don't stay in for the kids. Don't stay. You can have joint custody. Don't stay for the sake of the kids. The kids will be okay. They'll be just fine if you would just move away and give them a stable environment. That's all they need. That's all the children need, or that's all the child needs, a stable and balanced environment for them to exist. Okay? Because they are still developing. They're growing to find their own identity. So don't ruin it for them, please. We need to stop saying we're staying in for the kids. No. If you love your children, you will walk away and give them a perfect environment to survive in, and not some abusive or toxic relationship. That's not what we want. Okay, so I think on that note, I'm going to round up. So I'm just going to read out some comments from you all. I really thank everybody who's joined the show from the beginning to the end. It's been a very, very interactive show. I'm always very grateful when you guys make it so interactive. Really, really good. I'm just going to read some comments in case I've missed anything. The mental health of the kids. It is very important, sis. It's very important. That's what people fail to understand. You're staying there thinking, okay, the kid, especially us African children, maybe the ones born in Europe or in diaspora will speak up. They're confident enough to speak up. I will, Yvette. I will. I will say hello to Yami. She's here causing me grief. Little tomboy like her mom. Her mom. I used to be a tomboy growing up. You guys won't believe it. Trust me. You guys won't believe it. My bro John is here. He'll tell you, if he remembers, I used to be very sporty. From the age of maybe 5. Very, very tomboyish. Climbing all the trees you can imagine. All my Pendaboko friends, they will know. Some people be surprised. I was born and bred in Pendaboko. So, I'm saying, please, these are the lessons we should learn. Bride price, we need to revisit the bride price. Don't go taxing people as if they're selling a human commodity. Secondly, do your background checks. Do it appropriately. Make sure you're doing your due diligence. That's what I call it. Due diligence, to make sure the person you're marrying is who they say they truly are. Not some pedophile or some wife beater or husband beater somewhere. Don't. Please. Okay? And once a beater, always a beater. Be it husband or wife beater. Don't stay in for the kids. Do not stay in for the kids. And always remember that abusers don't have a certain look. They don't look. You can see somebody in their suit. Trust me. There's no way they look. An abuser, although OSINACHI'S husband is an ugly one, permit me to use that term. But some of them look so gentlemanly, nicely suited, like Aunt Mommy CV has said. You know, they show all nicey, but they're wolves in sheep clothing. So be very careful. We have to be very careful. Okay, not all abusers look like OSINACHI'S husband. Some of them, they're so good looking and very gentle in spirit. So please look out for those signs. Let's use OSINACHI'S death as a rude awakening and try to see what lessons we can pick from it and help ourselves and help a fellow brother or a friend or a sister somewhere to avoid falling victim to a similar situation. So I want to thank everybody. Pretty, I thank you, sis, for joining. Go, my darling. Oh, I'm glad your dad walked away before your mom could kill him. Auntie Titi, my auntie always there supporting. Kelly Makochi. No, is it Kelly? No, it's Kelly Makochi whose mommy was lashing the dads. Kelly Makochi is your mommy. At F go broke up. F go don't chakara lovey. So, well, courage to you, sis. Don't stay in any relationship where you think you're not being treated like the queen that you are. Peace person, my very own Muma. Thank you, sis, so much. Ayok Bisong, the untouchable, unshakable. Thank you so much for joining today. I really appreciate it. Most beautiful, my love, my beautiful sis. Thank you so much. Thank you. Hope I didn't miss. Oh, my brother John. Thank you so much for joining, darling. I really appreciate you making the time to pop in today. I hope I haven't missed anybody. Oh, Aniti. Oh, my Aniti. Thank you so much. Even Moko, my baby sis for life. Thank you so much. I hope I didn't miss anybody. But I want to appreciate everybody. Everybody. I hope you guys enjoyed the video because I really wanted also to talk. I had the urge to talk about the lessons learned. We talked a lot about the courses, the effects. What are the lessons that we've learned from this lady's exit? That's what we need to do. Thank you so much, Ayobison. Thank you, Yvette. Thank you, Peace Person. I really appreciate it. So please remember, if you have any topic that you want us to discuss, feel free to drop me a message, and I'll be so happy for us to discuss it. Okay, and thank you guys so much for the 1K plus subscription. I really appreciate it. See, I can't even pronounce it properly, so I really appreciate you subscribing and supporting my channel. Please keep sharing the video because we need to hit those the watch hours, so we are getting there slowly but surely. So please keep sharing your videos. I know some of you are sharing in some of your forums, ex-student association. Get more people to watch it. Let's keep tapping from each other's fountain of knowledge. Like I say, we live to learn and grow. So thank you, everybody. I love you all, and I will see you all on Friday. We're doing our live show again on Friday. So yes, I'll see you all on Friday. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys. Love you. Bye. Thanks, Health Azumba says. Thank you. Thank you so much. Bye, guys. Bye.